Okay, you're welcome to the show. Some minutes ago, we've been talking say by go there around the corner. So now we're going to do everything we get to do. Legal matter. Where we've been stopped last week when we talk about how to take charge. I mean, the legal side to emotion. Now we go most definitely pick up from today. So, good morning, barrister.
Good morning, friends. Good morning, class.
Yes, baby.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Good morning,
Good
barrister.
morning,
How
sir.
you doing?
Good morning, friend.
Good to see you.
So, nice to have all of us back here. And today, we are continuing. Probably, let's say we are going to end that issue of the legal side of the emotion. Remember, last week we had many callers, and one of them was talking about what happened between their children, whereby one of the children, the girl, was impregnated, and the thing they pain them and things like that. After the show, I get some other calls who become say it has to do with issue of person will be say they are not very happy with what is going on. Now let us, for those of us where they say that today will be your first time when they join us, we talk say now emotion and that strong feeling with the inside of you. Maybe say it not be reason. Now it's just the way you feel, and sometimes that feeling they color the way they take to do your judgment. Sometimes that feeling good feeling, good emotion. You love somebody, and because you love somebody, your guard don't lay down. So when the person won't do something wrong, you know your eyes don't really open to that side. Say now wrong, the person won't do. Or you love somebody, and because you love the person, you can fight anybody because of the person. You can do anything just to make sure you see that love. They even have to kill somebody in quote. That one be say you go enter problem because emotion. When your eye open, the reality of law be say they really see emotion. Now moral, now they talk about good and bad, but law, the thing about law they see now legal or illegal. Law don't they see emotion, But but emotion play get very important part of our life where they play. So you can have good emotion of affinity, emotion of saying okay. I mean, if you see your cousin for crowd today, I mean, there's a tendency say when you see your cousin for inside a crowd, you go do towards that your cousin pass another person because that emotion say this is my blood and what have you, and so it dey natural say it go dey helpful, we can get affinity, they get relationship, all those kind of things, but we say there's also the bad side of it really. We say they envy somebody or the person get thing we no get, or you think say the person too they do as if the person too know, so they too I too know. I don't like as in the do try to do as if I get all of us. Those kinds of people say you don't bring bad mind for inside you. So any slight thing will happen like this, if it cause wahala, and probably because of your anger, sometime before you don't talk say this person. God, any day where I catch up here, I go show where, and now the thing when people hear, but the day where the thing go happen to that person, no be you sure the way, but now you don't talk say go show where, because that's your anger don't make you talk. So you say now the person will do them, and true, if you be saying no anything, what happen to the person. But other people don't hear what you don't get from mind where you say how they feel about that person. They feel they won't use them against to do their own way. They not talk their own out, but now you talk your own out. Use them to hurt the other person. And now you they go to point and at. So that's why they talk say mind your emotion. Mind your emotion. It is very important. But mind them when we say put you inside begin. Because when you don't enter the begin, you go see say the way you feel no matter again. Now the way the law talk am, now it be the way matter. Then, so to answer the question of that man the way coming during the, I don't know. I go help him more for the show. If they accuse your child, say na he steal, like the man say they accuse his child, say na he steal, and in short say in child no steal, and the boy wey accuse him, he feel like say make him because the boy be like say na beef wey the his son and the boy get before, na him just make him. So he feel like say make him go support his boy. You see, bad, like I said, when your child, when they accuse him of such thing like this, they, I mean, very emotionally upsetting, emotionally draining to see say your child, they go through that kind of thing. But before you put your head where, try to do better investigation. Because if true, it will say the boy enter and do the thing, and you come back and say you help him to cover in track. If we enter problem, say it will be accessory to crime where you no commit. So that's why, even though they don't accuse him, even though you think say na your boy dey innocent, try independently to find, to be so clear. Then when you are sure, then you can now put all your weight into the matter in a way that, okay, even if you say you are not sure or whether even you and your boy do them eventually, but that's the best time to get a lawyer to say, lawyer, come and help me defend my son for what he don't do. But as per say, you won't go arrange, me the big boys beat up the other boy. No drama. No drama. I beg. Because if you go drum and anything happen to the other boy, you go put the matter into complication pass as he did before. That's why, you see, when this emotion they run, like that man we talk say, somebody impregnated his daughter and, and things like that. Yes, you are likely to feel so annoyed. Don't talk about last week. Your anger will be say, why I feel kill that boy, I go kill that boy. Even your daughter, to say you won't kill your daughter, you know if you kill your daughter. Now just to know, say, as much as that child don't offend you, don't make you do zany, your mind don't, the law still protect that child. You cannot do anything against that child. So moving on to other aspect of it is the emotion side of when you are giving help to people. Always be careful. And I was teaching some people yesterday that assuming say you are a pastor who they watch me now, just come, they all say this person no get where to sleep, you no get where to sleep, and you be pastor, you have to try and do something and what have you. And most times people don't, out of that emotion, say okay, sleep here without putting in place necessary precaution. Who you be, where you come from, which person will you call in case anybody have anything. Give us about 2-3 numbers. Let's call them to know about your background so that you can, okay, we won't do help, we won't help you. Our emotion there to be kind to you. We could help you. Before you put that in now, you allow the person to sleep. If anything happens and the person no gets any, that's your own business. Because your emotion will not be judged at that point in time. What will be judged is the reality of what is on ground. So the person, let's go forbid, the person is dead. How can you ask the person a question again?
Oh, Barrister, what if the number the person gave you was a fake number? Do you understand? What if it was staged? Or because the person wanted help from you? They can always stage it. There's nothing that cannot be staged. That's the truth. So now because I need help from you, we have people arranging families when they want to get married. So how much more when it comes to help, things like this? I can always talk to Chief and say, okay, Chief, I'm going to give you, somebody's going to call you from me. Tell the person you're my brother. And then, God forbid, if anything happens to me. Now, how would you know that I actually bargained with you?
It's at least, there is no way, there is no art where we say go take no. Say person they deceive you totally. There's also room for a lot of deception. But at least, if anybody is going to ask you, there's a aspect of due diligence. I've done all I can do within the bracket or within the framework way of my ability. Okay. So I don't call this number. And this number talks, say, Naim. So, like before we say you can drop number, run away from number. But this number, give me the number, I don't call him, touching on him. So if tomorrow the person now can say, no, I was arranged, that's your business. That means you are part of the ring. So I'm at least exonerated to that degree that I called. I did what I can do.
Okay.
I get him.
Yes, yes.
You know, because you know, the one I'm talking about, an example I want to give now. Get one young pastor, we share his own story. What happened say, in there for in church, he get house for the back of the church, and then when he did there, one of the people we don't see for church where they come for prayer, they bring him in. Some boys bring that boy in, talk say, the boy, you know, get sickness, he get something that happen to the boy. So pastor say, he can start to pray. You know, close your eyes, they pray. Olua, take control. Egbakoso, do prayer. Egbakoso. By the time you open your eye, the boys will bring that boy. They don't disappear. And he say, he don't know that boy very well. He don't know him. He just realized that he and the boy can't live. So he touch the boy don't move. Out of panic, he carry the boy go hospital. When they reach hospital, they say, make him carry him back. Say, after a while, go. We say, I see carry for Okada, they do everything. The boy don't even move at all. And so the boy come the ground, he come the pray. None of the boys, you know the boy house, none of the boys come back. Now after about 1.5 hours or so, now in the elder brother of that boy, plus the boys we carry and come, return. They come tell pastor, make you no worry. She no be in fault. No, say the boy, they know what's happen. The boy go fight for street fight. They can't use charm, beat him. Now that beat him when it's done. They couldn't know those boys for that. At least pastor go do you know. So now the thing will save that pastor because if that boy eventually dies there, you can't bury the boy. You can't take the boy. What you go talk? You have to go and report the. So and that's how people they take emotion. Say I want show, you know, I want to be known as a kind man. There's nothing wrong. And please, so if they hear me very well, there is nothing wrong. It's part of humanity to be kind to other people. It's part of humanity to love other people. It's part of the human. I mean, there's something, even the bad aspect. It's part of humanity to be envious, even though it's a bad thing. It's part of the humanity to dislike somebody, even though. But it's just that when all these things are coming up, you go try to put them. So when you dislike somebody, no dislike them to the extent we be say you're something they push you to go and hurt the person. Are you understanding? Because that hurt can scatter everything, plus the one we do and the one way you know do, you know. And then when you love person too, open your eyes, warn them. Don't go this way. Don't go that way. Don't just jump because here and you run out, go. And before you know it, you are the one that was caught for what the other person did. You know, or they only exchange words. You and your loved one, another person, only exchange words. Nothing happened, Jordan, exchange words. But you came there, you slapped. You came and slapped because you felt that the insult that was passed on your loved one was too much to bear. So you are the one that slapped. And when you slapped, the man tumbled and fainted. You think, say, you go. At that point in time, no be argument again. Now assault, criminal assault, battery, and things like this. So that's why I'm using this opportunity to say, everyone watching, learn the art of managing your emotion. Learn it. And you know, even when you are going to report, I've seen people that because they were so angry with a matter or they felt so spiteful about the matter, they went to report what they should not have reported, which was even indicting themselves. The anger too much, that they felt that, by the time they entered the police station, what they were reporting was like they were reporting themselves for a crime. And they now talk about that the police has turned the case on the head. But meanwhile, you are not supposed to, because your anger did not allow you to see the legality or the illegality of what you are doing. It was your anger that pushed you to that police station. So help yourself. I've been mentioning it, and you still keep going on and on. Recommendation. You are recommending somebody. You don't even know the person so well, but because you don't want to offend somebody, you don't want to offend the person that said you should recommend, emotion of, we don't know when I will need this person's help. Nobody say, but you got try and ask more questions.
Okay. Yes, on that, maybe when we come back, we will try and actually ask a lot of questions on this matter. We buried on the shed light. So we'll go on this break. Immediately we'll come back, we'll go open phone lines, and the questions going to pop in.
Yep.
Go nowhere.
Yep.
Our people they talk say ignorance of the law. No be excuse.
If my name na in for property, my child no fit take that thing.
But I get one question. Now, if person die now and he put him wife or he put any of his relative as next.
Ignorance of the law no be excuse o. That na why we get one ogbonge program wey we dey call Legal Matter on top WAP TV.
Yes, you're welcome back to the show. We talk about the legal sides of your emotion. That is the things where if you do emotionally, we put you for gbege under the law, baby.
Yes, Chief. All right, straight up, let's open the phone lines just so you're watching. You got questions to ask. Waiting with those things emotionally, what if you do, if you can't talk gbege for your end. You understand? We go land you for trouble. You want to ask barrister just to clarify and stay safe. Call the numbers on your screen 08173147589 and of course 08105434984 for the two numbers callers on this morning. Just help us turn down your TV volume and I'm sure we are fine. Chief, do you want to go with the first question?
I'm fine.
Okay. So, barrister, so there's this case I saw, or there was this case I saw yesterday. Anyway, it's still under investigation though. Of a man. I just want to know this case now. There was no battery, there was no assault. It was just, but there was murder. Or there was death. Let me just use that word. What happened? The landlord, they said because of the robbery incident that has been happening in that place, so they set a particular time, for them to open the gate in the morning and also to lock at night. So this guy was in a haste to go to work in the morning. I think he leaves for work for as early as 5. And the mama don't talk say, we no go the open gate until 6. So he was banging on the woman's door to open and all of that. And she refused to open. So she came out and she held the guy. She held the shirt. The guy was dressed to work. So she held the shirt and was like, why are you banging on my door like that? The guy was like, Mama, open the door. The woman actually refused to open the door. And then he pushed the woman. And then she slipped. So he climbed the fence and went to work. He drove down to work. So they said later she became unconscious. And then they had to rush her down to the hospital and she died. So I'm asking, first of all, you know that I leave for work for as early as 5. People like us, we leave very early because of the nature of our job. Now you are saying you want to be locking the gate for 6. And that doesn't work for me. You need to consider when you're also doing some things. I'm your tenant and I think I have some right to that. So now in a situation, but I didn't punch her. I only pushed her because she was holding my shirt and she slipped. Is it like I don't know? Is that supposed to be my fault? Why was she holding me? What was I supposed to do when she was holding onto my shirt?
I hear you, and I hear you very well. When things like this happen, you would wonder, say, God, why me? Because instances like this, it happen plenty time. We be say, no between we intend that happen, and that's why. Everybody will listen to me. This is a very classic. And if there are many landlords out there who do what that landlady did, who say that tenants must come back by 10. And then they cannot leave by. According to the law, you cannot restrict anybody's movement. According to the law.
We have a call.
Okay, we have a caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
Who did there?
Nami Desir.
What is your name?
What's your name?
I'm talking legal side of emotions. I'm explaining of my feelings of love.
Okay, but let's have your name and where you're calling from.
Your name and where you're calling from.
I'm calling from Oka, Anambra State, and my name is Mary Kinsey.
Can you help us turn down your TV volume?
I'm calling from Anambra.
Okay,
you need to reduce the volume on your TV set.
Chief.
You need to reduce the volume. That's what happens.
To call us back. And I just appealed though. Okay,
so okay. So when nobody, you don't have the right to say that, the movement. Yes, it can be part of the agreement. That's okay. this is when. But if
Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Good
Morning.
morning. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good
morning.
morning.
Good
Please,
morning.
who do you have on the line?
My name is Nena.
From where?
I'm calling from Wanya, Abuja.
All right, dear. So, do you have questions for Barrister or you have contributions to make?
Yes. First of all, God bless you for this kind of program.
thank you very
Thank
much,
you.
man.
All right, I have a question. I don't know who to ask.
It's Barrister
Some
now.
time ago, I received a text message from FCTIROS concerning tax. Please, somebody that is not working, what connects you with tax?
Okay, let's put it this way. When it comes to issue of tax, everybody would normally have what is called like a tax number, tax identity number. Whether you're a worker, once you are that age of 18 and above, you have to have what is called a tax identity number, TIN. So it's now, that number is not to make you pay tax willy-nilly. It's just to say that you have a tax obligation. When you go there, you can say, okay, me, I'm not working, no. And if you have to say, I don't have a job, I'm not working. And to that extent, this is what I cannot pay. But what is happening now is that somehow from this month or so, they will
Hold on.
another call. Please go ahead. Ask a question.
Okay. My question is on this. For instance, because they made mention of the question here that you rented a house and the landlord now said that you must be coming back maybe before 9 or before 8. I want to know whether is it legal or as a tenant, do you have the right to come back to your house at any time you like?
Yes, I need to. I'll answer that question. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. What's your name, sir?
What's your name?
My name is Joseph. I'm calling from Zaria.
Okay,
right, thank
Joseph. So I'll answer that question. But let me answer that of the lady from Abuja.
yeah.
So when they give you TIN, you can always say that I'm working, I'm not working, or somehow from your job they can ask you questions and say, okay, I don't have a job, so there will be exclusion or probably they will allow you to.
I think we have another caller.
Yes, sir.
Somebody moved to my mother's house without my consent.
Somebody moved to your mother's house without your consent.
Yes, and I asked him to move to park. He's now refusing. You don't want to move. You don't want to leave the house.
Did he pay any rent?
No, he did not pay any rent.
He just moved there.
A brother of him is the agent, and he just asked him to. And I met the man. I said, "Why?"
What's his name? I'll ask you a question. What's his name again?
His name, right?
Samuel.
Your own Samuel. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, quickly let me just answer a example question. I'll go back to that and I ask that of Joseph. Ask that of Joseph. Samuel, if you want somebody enters your house, see the best form of a prevention of this is not to allow them to enter. But once they enter, they become more or less licensee or more or less like squatter or what have you. But the process of removing them, you have to be very careful because you cannot let an emotion to override you by saying I want to go and pack their load out and throw their load out and things like that. That emotion of anger can land you in serious trouble because they can say that their money was lost in what you did. They can say things were broken. So the process is that you probably go through the police to tell them, look, there's a squatter in my house, which is illegal, or you go through the court to say, I want the court to order this man out. Then it's costly because, so you have to, that cost is what somebody makes people angry that, look, why do I need to go? Let me go and get my soldier friends and what have you and things like that. You need to be very careful about this, that you don't just push the law, because some people have even used soldiers because they have soldiers, and the person just felt like, look, I don't care. I'll go with the law, and I'll see to the end of this matter. Most often than not, just like there's a serious money to be paid or problem to be had with these issues. So when somebody, the best is lock your house, say don't enter. But if they have entered, you have to find the proper way to push them out, not by anger.
Barrister,
No-
is that not invasion of privacy?
No,
Because you
it's
enter
not,
without
it's
my
not, not
consent.
invasion of privacy because there was someone that let them in. His agent let them in. So the agent is acting almost like the person. So the agent, he said the agent, this is the brother of his agent. So going back to that of the woman from Abuja, quickly, you see, so when they give you TRN, the TRN will say that you are a tax entity, but it's just that you might not be taxable for that purpose. You don't have
Does
something
have
to
a
pay.
job.
But in the next 2 months or so, everybody who has an account number will have a TIN. So when you have a TIN and it starts your account number, somehow from the tax authority, they are looking at your account to see that you say you don't have a job.
But
Money
money
keeps
comes-
coming to your account.
So
And if it's
how?
coming to your account, so you should pay tax. Or explain how this
money
money
comes in.
is coming. So that's why we cannot keep saying that I'm jobless. It's not about job. It's about income, money received,
comes in.
money coming in. So whether you have a job, you're doing business. That's what they want to tax the government. And tax is not gift; it's an exaction. Government want to take money from you to run their own thing. It's a normal thing everywhere in the world. Now coming back to that of
Question
time-
I asked
time
that is
of
related.
entry.
Time, yeah.
yes, it's very wrong, and I must say that when a landlord is telling that it's not a hostel. I mean, the law of tenancy is that it's not to restrict the movement of your tenant. Your tenant is an entity of a person that has a fundamental human right of freedom of movement, freedom to move
sir.
and to live.
Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah,
Good morning.
sir. Yeah, my name is Olan Revaju. I'm Larry, calling from Abuja.
Abel.
Sir. Go ahead, Raju.
Yes, sir. I just want to appreciate your contribution to the society and how to solve, especially the marriage issue.
Thank you very much, sir.
There are a lot of things that are going on in the family which they need to be handled with care, but so many people are not aware of the implications.
Thank you very
I
much, sir.
just want to express my appreciation to you. My
Thank you very
you.
much. Thank you very much. Very grateful, sir.
This is son calling from Abuja.
Thank you very much. We celebrate you, sir. Thank you very much. So, so when I mean, there could be, because of private exigencies of that environment, that's okay, you guys, because this area is dangerous, so let's have an arrangement for 10 o'clock and then we move by 10. But that arrangement should not be so ironclad that you can say that you cannot come into your house after 10. It should not be that ironclad. There should be room to, so a dad or landlord, okay, because of where I am, I'll be coming in by, that's a rule of reciprocity, I'll be coming in after 10 and what have you, and things, so that
They even give you a spare key.
so that I can understand that, okay, because really it has happened that someone that was coming late at night entered his compound and armed robbers followed him to go and rob the entirety of the compound. So there is a symbiosis. There is a kind of way you are looking at each other and say, okay, let's help each other. But not for one person who, because of the accommodation is give them, to turn the house to a hostel. It's not right. It's not right. By law, it is not right. You have no right to restrict. I mean, anything. Law says that anything that is against the fundamental human right of any person, as enshrined in the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, is void and null ab initio, and that has no basis at all. So you cannot say because somebody rented a house from you and that person has become a hostel. No, it's not hostel. It's an accommodation to cover his own head and then to do his own job. So landlords who are doing that, please be aware. And because this has caused a lot of problem.
This case now.
Yes, that's caused a lot of problem. So that's why we have to be very careful about issues like this. That
So now for that guy now, what happens to him? that
Oh
pushed the
no!
woman?
Because if you push the madam down and then the madam out of the push got what he has gotten, I mean probably died.
Yeah, she
you're going to
died.
answer for it. You're going to answer.
But not like she died immediately now.
That's what I have to be okay. Your push.
It's true now. She didn't die. So what if it was something else that happened to her? Like, but now they are now attaching it because he pushed her. She fell and she
Yeah,
became.
see, there's what they call that the concession.
Hello, sorry, I have a caller.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, please, I have a question concerning...
Sorry, please, who do we have on the line?
Emanuela
From where?
From where, please?
from Lagos.
All right. then.
Yeah, it's concerning my marriage.
Okay.
I really don't know who to talk to. I've been in an emotional stress.
Go ahead. Quickly.
I just got, I'm married, and my husband has traveled outside the country.
Yeah.
But I just got to know that he is married there and he divorced me. So I don't know if there's something that's called divorce in absentia. So I don't really know.
No.
Yeah.
It's so simple, Manuela.
Yeah.
When you are married, so whatever marriage he has done, wherever he is just a philandering. It's nothing. It's because in law, once I don't know, Manuela, you see there, it's gone. She's gone. But you see, just either. Hello.
Sorry, I have another call.
Hello?
We'll come back to
I
you.
can always call them through this line directly, you know.
Good morning, sir. We are with you.
Yeah, we see here.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can
Yes,
hear
what's
you.
your name?
Huh?
Your name and where you are
My
calling
name
from,
is
please.
Kennedy.
Kennedy.
Okay, Kennedy.
Yeah.
Okay. Please ask your question.
Your volume is really, really loud. You might just have to call us back. Okay.
Okay. So when it comes to marriage and somebody remarries.
Sorry, sir, Barrister, maybe she can just copy down your number.
Yes,
You know, you wanted to ask her some
Yes,
questions, so
yes,
she can give you a call after. So
okay.
please copy down Barrister's number. After the show, I think you can give him a call, and he will definitely, he has questions
Yes,
to ask.
yes. If you call me, then I'll answer you. But you could, but what I'm just saying that marriage, when it's a legal marriage, it cannot have another marriage. No
You're
matter
saying
what.
that maybe they can divorce in
No, it's not
absentia.
possible. It's not possible. It's not possible. Even though there are some people that try to arrange a fake divorce, just like you have what they call Jankara things that
Marriage for
somebody go on stage and see if it's the person. So
Okay, Barrister, I think we have another call.
Okay.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Please, I have a little issue on where I do business.
Okay, what's your name, please?
I'm Gospel by my name.
Gospel. Okay, go ahead.
So, where I do supply at Gokana. So when I do, I'm Gospel by my name.
Just go ahead. Sorry, because of time. We have very short time.
So this place I do supply, but each time, most of the time when I do supply, some boys come out with guns to attack me. So even some of the customers I supply this packet to, they know these boys. Like last week, I went to do supply. This boy come out with, they were six with 6 AK. They attacked me, collect goods. Actually, what I sold is supply is good. So they collected my goods, collect my money and phone. So in this case, how am I to do? And this man, people that I supply this market to, they know the
Then get police involved. Get police involved.
that community.
Get police involved. Or
No, this issue I've not reported to the police because some of these customers give me this thing. They make me, if I report to the police, these boys they may kill me or I may equally not be doing the business again in that place. So I don't know in such matter.
The thing of choice.
How am I to handle
exactly. I like what you say now.
Well,
Exactly, I was going to
that's
say.
like the best
That
option.
is a choice because now that there is no.
You do business there, they continue to extort you.
Or you tell
Or
the
you go to the
police
police, you
and-
get yourself secured.
Or
Which
you
one
move
pay
away
you?
from
Or
that
you
place.
move
from that
away
place.
because I'm sure
At
there will
all.
be the
Full of
options.
choice. Options there.
Yeah, options.
Because your life is more important.
It's more important.
Yeah, we have seen where some people want to just shakara somebody. Say, let's just shakara him and collect his property. But maybe the person became
Struggled.
obstinate and they did not really want to kill the person,
And they
but
did.
they smash his head and they kill. In fact, what they were having was a toy gun. For you to know that they don't have the intention to kill. So, things
Hello.
change. Things change.
Hello. Yes, sir.
Please, I want to speak in a legal marriage. You.
I better go ahead. Go
So,
ahead.
yeah, go.
But I sure you won't see this in marriage like this.
I need to go back to marriage.
Seriously.
Okay. I think we'll go back. We'll go
We
back
have
to the
to
issue of
go-
marriage.
marriage, yes.
Because I know so many questions and I've been pushing them down because I keep saying we have moved beyond marriage. I have to go back to that issue of marriage. But you see, if it's a legal marriage, once a legal marriage is involved, what usually happens is that the law says that a legal marriage cannot admit of another marriage. Whether, okay, me and somebody we are married together, we are married now. You know that legal, because you see, there's customary marriage, there's religious marriage, and there's one they call legal marriage. People call it court marriage, but it's actually registry marriage that leads to legal marriage and things like that. So if you have that kind of legal marriage, not just church blessing, legal marriage, it does not admit of two marriages at the same time. It's either you are married, you stay there, and if you're going to offend that marriage, you go for divorce, and divorce terminates that marriage, or death do you part. But if you say, I'm not in love with this woman again, or I'm not in love with this man again, and you move on to go and marry somebody, probably even by tradition or by even another legal marriage, both marriages, whether the traditional marriage or another legal marriage, they are null and void from the very beginning. So whatever you do subsequently, it is null, it is void. There's nothing it doesn't hold water.
But in a situation whereby the person has refused to come back, what does she do? That means she will keep holding on until...
probably the only thing she can now initiate a divorce from this side.
Okay.
You say that, okay, initiate a divorce. Or she can remain, okay, as far as I'm concerned, I don't want to divorce. This man is my husband, and though our marriage is not working, but I remain married like this. So that the marriage still remains married, but not in terms of working. Because the moment you divorce,
Well, we have a caller. I think the last caller for the day. Good morning.
In Guarimpa.
Guarimpa, okay. Your name?
My name is Annie Christian.
Go on, please.
Friday. Annie Christian Friday.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Go ahead, sir.
So the place I work there as a cleaner.
Yeah.
So by paying, it now reach a month for them to pay me my salary. They now started saying that I'm going outside, but they have paid all that.
Yeah.
They now say that they cannot be able to pay me.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. You see, okay, I don't know what that's my brother. I spoke about this last week. See, whatever is happening, don't get angry to do anything wrong.
To destroy their property.
Please, whatever, find a way.
Like, well,
Go ahead.
Go on.
Go ahead.
It's gone.
Find a way to resolve it. They might have basis if they have paid everybody
And they
and they don't pay you.
Only you.
There is something wrong that has happened. Probably they say you are not on your duty always. As a young man, you have to run around. That's part of the discipline of knowing that you have to start working. When work, the people will need you. So to work to do the work, you might have your own ideas about how to work. So, but the person who is paying the piper will dictate the tune. This is
I
how
even have a valid evidence against you that you don't know.
work.
Abi, because how would they
You
just
might
hold
feel
just
you are
your
right until-
salary?
yes.
You get
So,
you paid
but
everyone.
for this one, don't go and arrange friends to come and attack them, or to come and rob them, or to come and do something.
Don't want more
Please,
pepper to
because
use.
as since they have not paid you money, you know, you look like the
victim.
person that can do it. You understand me? So if in case anything happens, I say, we know,
You know the prime
this
suspect.
person.
That's
And
the
easily
prime
point.
suspect.
So that's why you have to be very careful that you don't put yourself in a position whereby your emotion will get the better of you. So thank
Okay,
you.
on that we need to go. We want to say
Let's do the marriage
thank
next
you.
We should go for marriage next.
I mean,
Okay.
let's do marriage.
Yeah.
Because people have asked a lot of questions about this marriage.
Okay.
So
That's
if you have
what I'm
marriage
saying.
questions, just pen them down.
Bend them next
Down, we'll start married next week. Thank you very much, our esteemed viewers, from
Yeah.
everybody who will say.
Thank you guys for watching.
Have
Have
a
a good day.
fantastic legal week.
Barrister, thank you
And,
so
thank you
much.
very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.